earlier today, we brought to your attention that the former Deputy Executive Secretary to the National Service Authority will be arriving in the country following the government's intention to extradite him into the country. Now, we're live at the Kotoka International Airport, where my colleague Blessed Soga has the information that she has arrived in the country and has also been interacting with the minority leader Afenyo-Markin. And Blessed, if you can hear me, please bring us an update on this situation.
Well, in the last few minutes, the minority leader has just confirmed to us that Madam Gifty Oware has arrived in the country. And according to the minority leader, contrary to claims that she was a fugitive, perhaps running away from accountability, the opposite is the case, and that she's in town. Whatever investigations ought to be carried out.
We'll try and reconnect to my colleague Blessed Zoka, who is currently at the airport and bringing us an update on the Deputy Executive Secretary of the National Service Authority, Madam Gifty Oware-Mensah, who is expected to arrive in the country. And earlier, or 2 days ago, you recall that the president indicated that some investigations have already started, and he has also indicated that authorities or the relevant authorities should start the investigation. And also, well, let's go back to my colleague Blessed Soga, who is engaging Afenyo-Markin.
Anything about that? What brief comments do you have to say, and what assurances do you have for the party base?
I don't get you. What exactly are you?
Yeah, I'm saying that.
Well, we are picking an intel that the former member of the NSS boss would be in town today, and that's why we are here.
Don't you think you are too late?
Oh, so she's moved already.
But what message do you have for your party base who are worried about people?
No, I think the understanding basically is that we are a country of law.
Well, again, we'll try and reconnect with my colleague Blessed Soga, who caught up with the minority leader Afenyo-Markin, who earlier indicated that they will be at the airport to help with their arrival. And when she does arrive, they will personally accompany her to the National Investigation Bureau, because that's where the investigation had started. And if I have Blessed online, he will be on phone. He'll be giving us an update. Blessed, what has been unfolding at the airport? Well, unfortunately, again, the line has dropped, but let's bring us to why we're here so far. So, Madam Gifty Oware-Mensah, who is the former Deputy National Service Authority Executive Secretary, has been pointed out as the many persons who have been investigated for the alleged 50 million Ghana cedis every month. Who has been also been pointed out that they're investigating her for the alleged 50 million Ghana cedis a month NSA fraud. The president has indicated that any person involved in the chain of this fraud will be investigated and also put through the punishment that they are supposed to be going through. Now, he also indicated that their assets, if they have to be confiscated, will be. And we have the indication that today, the former executive secretary to the National Service Authority will be arriving, and we can confirm her arrival today in the country with footages which we'll be showing you on our screens. But we'll go back to the airport again to see if I can connect with my colleague Blessed Soga, who had an interaction with the minority leader Afenyo-Markin. Let's see if we have that. I connect back to my colleague Blessed Soga on phone. Blessed, you were giving us an update on what has happened so far at the airport. Has she arrived as we confirmed? Yes.
I'm saying it's been confirmed now. Of course, unfortunately, we lost the connection to the minority leader, but they should be back up shortly. The indication we're getting is that she is in the country, and that the arrangement is that there's going to be an arrangement between the lawyers and the National Investigations Bureau. And the agreement is that she would, of course, show up at the NIB for any further questions or engagements that might have to take place going forward. Then there was the question to the minority leader as to whether or not some of their members are not being accountable or perhaps being evasive in terms of accounting for all of the stewardship during the NPP era. The indication we're getting from the minority leader is that everybody who has any issue would, of course, turn themselves up, and the security agencies will have their field day interrogating them and finding out whatever it is that they want to find out.
And so we know that she has arrived, but what we do not know is whether or not she is headed to the National Investigation Bureau or not.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying clearly, that the minority leader says there's that arrangement that she will show up later. She would have to come with the lawyers and perhaps engage with the officers of the National Investigations Bureau. So for now, she's clearly walking free for now without any interrogation, at least from the investigative authorities. It's largely because of the gentleman agreement between the minority leader and the security officers who we understand were reached out to, or otherwise, interacting with the minority leader on the way forward. The agreement is that she'll go home, she'll come with the lawyers and answer questions. She
herself didn't grant any interview, I suppose.
We've seen pictures already of her arrival. Obviously, because two things happening at the same time is close next to impossible to be tracking all of these events at the same time. But the confirmation is that she's arrived. We've seen videos online of her arrival, very short videos, clearly indicating her arrival. But the minority leader has confirmed interacting with her, spoken to her, how she's feeling, having arrived into the country. Also, I'm sure we can listen to the minority leader.
The officials, that they can reach out to some of us. Sometimes this whole Rambo style thing, it doesn't help. If you want to invite somebody, you can invite the person. The person is a public official. There should be no problem. Person comes with his lawyer or decide that I don't need a lawyer, come, answer questions. If the person has to be bailed, is bailed. If the state needs the person for further investigation, arrangement is made. I mean, I think that is what is required within the laws of...
And leader, finally, going forward, we know that there are more officials expected back in the country, including the case of the former finance minister. Are we also expecting him to...
I'm sorry, I'm not his lawyer.
Yeah, but you have assured
us... No, please, I'm sure... No, but I'm sure you've read correspondence between himself and the OSP. Just rely on that without more.
But the assurance is he'll be back.
Well, you've seen a communication from his lawyers. What more do you need?
Because you told Parliament that you are
speaking
to him.
Yes, but that led...
Is he faring well?
So
that's the minority leader, Alexander Afenyo-Markin there, just in your shots. He's moving out from the VIP section of the Kotoka International Airport, where we've just confirmed to you right now that Gifty Oware is indeed in the country. She was one of the former executives of the National Service Authority. Some ghost name issues which former President John Mahama has given indications clearly that will be investigated is the reason for which the minority leader is confirming to us now that at least the interactions have taken place between lawyers of Gifty Oware and also some other officials of the NPP, including the minority leader. So we're just waiting to see what the outcome will be. But we have confirmed this afternoon that indeed he has arrived through the Kotoka International Airport. We're not sure of the terminal that she came through, but the confirmation is indeed now that Gifty Oware is in town, and according to the understanding between the security agencies and the lawyers of Gifty Oware, she will present herself and her case obviously to the NIB in the coming days. This is the Joy News channel, and we're coming to you live from the Kotoka International Airport, where we can confirm to you now that Gifty Oware is indeed in town. For those of you who are not aware about the case, the president himself, John Dramani Mahama, gave an order a couple of days ago asking the National Security Coordinator to investigate the case of the ghost names, some over 90,000 names we understand on the payroll of the National Service Scheme, a reason for which in the last few days we've seen a number of people who've been picked up by the National Investigations Bureau. that has happened. But what we know is that one of the top officials, Gifty Oware, who also doubles as a top football official in the country, was scheduled to return because she was out of the country. The narrative at the time was that this is an individual who was a fugitive per the classifications that some of the critics were raising. But now the official confirmation we're getting now is that she's in the country. She has interacted with the leadership of the New Patriotic Party, giving assurances that through her lawyers she'll be presenting herself. We wait to see what the updates will be, and then we'll also present you with that as and when we have it. But it is confirmed now that Gifty Oware is indeed in the country as we speak. And of course, we understand that there's a lot of activity happening at the other side. We'll bring you updates shortly. Stay with us on the Joy News channel.
Of course, you should stay with us here on the Joy News channel as we bring you every detail that will unfold as Gifty Oware-Mensah, Deputy Executive Secretary of the National Service Authority, has arrived and has indicated that they will, or she and her lawyers, will definitely make it to the Investigation Bureau to answer to questions of the alleged 50 million Ghana cedis a month fraud that has hit the National Service Authority. And this has been the report so far. Do stay with us in our subsequent bulletins. We'll bring you every detail that will unfold. My name is Emefa Akusi Adeti.